Beyond the headlines, the unseen face of climate change. We all know the basics. The planet is warming. Glaciers are melting. Sea levels are rising. We hear these warnings, often accompanied by images of stranded polar bears or parched landscapes. While these snapshots paint a stark picture, they only reveal a fraction of a much larger, more intricate story. The truth about climate change is far more complex, encompassing a web of interconnected issues that extend beyond rising temperatures. To truly understand the scope of the crisis, we need to look beyond the headlines and delve deeper into the often overlooked aspects of this global challenge. The usual suspects: carbon dioxide and the fossil fuel dilemma. The narrative often begins and ends with carbon dioxide and its role as a greenhouse gas. It's true that carbon dioxide, released primarily through the burning of fossil fuels, is a major contributor to global warming. Fossil fuels, the backbone of our modern industrial society, power our homes, fuel our transportation, and drive countless industries. Yet their extraction and combustion come at a steep cost, releasing vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere where it traps heat and warms the planet. Addressing this issue requires a fundamental shift away from fossil fuels towards cleaner, renewable energy sources. This transition, however, is complex and requires a concerted global effort to transform our energy systems. While reducing carbon dioxide emissions is crucial, it's only one piece of the puzzle. Focusing solely on carbon dioxide risks overshadowing other significant contributors to climate change and neglecting the multifaceted nature of this global crisis. The silent threat: methane, geoengineering, and the vulnerable. Consider methane, a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide, though with a shorter lifespan in the atmosphere. Methane leaks from natural gas pipelines, escapes from livestock operations, and is released from thawing permafrost. These emissions, often overlooked in mainstream discussions, are accelerating global warming at an alarming rate. Then there's geoengineering, a controversial set of technologies proposed as potential solutions to manipulate the Earth's climate system. While some see it as a last-ditch effort to combat warming, others warn of unintended consequences and ethical dilemmas surrounding such large-scale interventions. Furthermore, climate change is not just an environmental issue, it's a social justice issue. Developing nations, often least responsible for greenhouse gas emissions, are disproportionately affected by the impacts of climate change. Rising sea levels threaten island nations, extreme weather events devastate vulnerable communities, and changing rainfall patterns disrupt agricultural practices, exacerbating poverty and inequality. The numbers game: decoding the language of climate data. Navigating the world of climate science can feel like deciphering a foreign language. Data, graphs, and projections are often presented in ways that can be confusing or even misleading to the public. Climate change deniers seize upon this complexity, cherry-picking data points to fit their narratives and sowing seeds of doubt about the overwhelming scientific consensus. Understanding how data is collected, analyzed, and interpreted is crucial to seeing through these distortions and recognizing the urgency of the climate crisis. It's important to remember that science is a process of ongoing discovery and refinement. While uncertainties exist within climate models, they do not invalidate the overall trends and projections. In fact, these uncertainties often point to the potential for even more severe impacts than initially predicted. Earth's rhythms, humanity's footprint, a delicate balance disrupted. The Earth's climate is not static. It has always fluctuated through natural cycles over millennia. However, the current warming trend cannot be explained by these natural variations alone. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, have injected an unprecedented amount of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, amplifying natural cycles and pushing the climate system into uncharted territory. Imagine a swing set gently swaying in the breeze. This represents the Earth's natural climate variability. Now imagine someone pushing the swing with increasing force. This external force, representing human influence, disrupts the natural rhythm, causing the swing to reach higher and higher, exceeding its normal range of motion. This analogy illustrates how human activity is altering the Earth's climate system, pushing it beyond its natural boundaries and into a state of rapid and unpredictable change. A world in transition, rethinking systems for a sustainable future. Addressing the climate crisis requires more than just individual actions. It demands a fundamental transformation of our systems. Governments must implement bold policies to incentivize renewable energy, regulate emissions, and invest in sustainable infrastructure. Corporations must prioritize environmental responsibility, transitioning away from unsustainable practices and embracing innovative solutions. Individuals, too, have a critical role to play. By reducing our carbon footprint through conscious consumption, supporting sustainable businesses, and advocating for change, we can contribute to a collective shift towards a more sustainable future. This transformation will require collaboration, innovation, and a shared commitment to safeguarding the planet for generations to come. The power of awareness, beyond headlines and easy answers. The truth about climate change is complex, nuanced, and often unsettling. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the challenge, but succumbing to apathy or denial only exacerbates the problem. Instead, we must embrace awareness, seeking out information from credible sources, engaging in critical thinking and questioning simplistic narratives. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, demand transparency and accountability from our leaders and institutions. The more we understand the complexities of climate change, the better equipped we are to advocate for meaningful solutions and create a more sustainable future. This is not a spectator sport. It's a call to action for each and every one of us.